This is the top 10 best shoemakers in the world in 2022. 10th place, Tye Shoemaker Japan. Tye Shoemaker has been in business since 2011 and is a low-key company that only produces bespoke shoes. The process of getting a Tye shoe made is quite intensive, with a strong emphasis on client satisfaction, and requires 3 fittings. The first is the initial measurement and agreement on the design. The second fitting involves a trial shoe to make sure that it fulfills all requirements. The third fitting irons out any imperfection or missed details on the final product. All Tye shoes are handmade, and there is a conscious decision to not mimic any European style designs, resulting in something that truly stands out. 9th place, Antonio Messeriolo, Italy. It might seem like Antonio Messeriolo is fairly new to the business, as the brand was only established in 2012. However, the shoemaker has been working in the luxury footwear industry for much longer prior to that. He comes from a shoemaking family who had a workshop in the Benevento region of Italy. After studying the arts of shoemaking and completing an apprenticeship in Milan, Messeriolo established his own workshop and went on to partner with 2 renowned luxury brands, Rubinacci and Kitton. The shoemaker no longer has a controlling interest in the company, focused instead on his workshop where he makes his signature hand-welted bespoke shoes. 8th place, Santoni Italy. No list of top shoemakers would truly be complete without an Italian name on the list, and Santoni, which was established in 1975, easily ranked among the best. Starting out as a family-owned workshop, it didn't take long for the brand to grow into an international name, thanks in part to partnerships with other luxury brands such as IWC. Despite the brand's fame, all shoes are still made by hand in Italy. 7th place, JM Weston France. The original factory, established in 1891, is still the heart of the company's operation, and JM Weston is also one of the few shoemakers to own a tannery, meaning that it handles every part of the production process in-house. The brand is known for its unconventional style, juxtaposing materials such as leather and suede or cashmere and denim into its design. 6th place, Hiroyanagi Mashi, Japan. Fine shoemaking has traditionally been the domain of English and Italian craftsmen, with the latter being particularly renowned for their leather work. But the global economy has led to newer markets entering the fray, such as Japan. Hiroyanagi Mashi graduated from London Cordwainers College, a cordwainer being an archaic term for a shoemaker who works with leather, before returning to Japan and starting his career as a designer. He couldn't resist the law of the trade and turned to bespoke shoemaking in 1999. The company has been going strong since then, with a dedicated studio in Japan. Unlike most of the other shoemakers on this list, Hiro's creations are strictly made to order, and he works with many of his customers personally to get the right fit and design. 5th place, George Cleverley, England. Born into a shoemaking family, George Cleverley knew what path he would be walking from an early age. Apprenticeships in England, bootmaking at a French camp during World War I, and a nearly 40-year career in the industry led him to found his own shop in Mayfair in 1958. Today, the business is run by the father and son duo of George Glasgow Sr. and George Glasgow Jr., the former of whom had a long working relationship with Cleverley. 4th place, Edward Green, England. This famous English shoemaker is also based out of Northampton, which should come as no surprise, as that is England's shoe manufacturing capital. It was founded in 1890 by Edward Green, a man with a lifelong love of shoemaking and a personal motto that stated excellence without compromise. His creations have been worn by the likes of Ernest Hemingway and the Duke of Windsor, and unlike many of his contemporaries, Edward Green didn't branch out into a major global enterprise. Even now, the company only produces 350 shoes a week, with each one lovingly crafted to perfection production using only the finest European leather and with classic Goodyear stitching. Third place, Crockett and Jones, England. Brothers-in-law Charles Jones and James Crockett founded this highly respectable shoemaking company that has been owned and managed by the family for 5 generations. The company continues to produce painstakingly handmade shoes that have won the national and international acclaim. The company was also the official shoemakers of none other than James Bond himself, Daniel Craig, for the films Skyfall and Spectre. Second place, John Lobb, England. John Lobb was one of England's finest shoemakers during the mid-1800s and the early 20th century. Having honed his craft in London, he set up his first shop on the famous shopping capital of Regent Street. This was eventually followed by a Paris boutique, and ultimately the company was acquired by the Hermes Group. The John Lobb company was allowed to operate independently, however shoes are still made by hand in its Northampton workshop. First place, Carmina, Spain. In operation since 1866, Carmina has only grown in reputation, maintaining an impeccable quality of work despite expanding across the globe. The shoes are made by hand by a dedicated group of artisans who choose from over 200 laths designed to accommodate a variety of foot shapes to provide just the right level of comfort. All shoes feature traditional Goodyear stitching for exceptional quality and durability. These are the top 10 best shoes in the world in 2022. Thank you for spending the time to watch my video. I highly appreciate your feedback. Please write your feedback in the comments below. If you like this video, share this video with your friends and family. As always, I'll see you in the comments below. Thank you for watching.